set the timer here. And we can now get started. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me in this sacred space today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Rhea. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs, and it's timeless. So whenever you are showing up here in this sacred space with me is when your soul is ready to receive this message. So let's go ahead, call in spirit and open up your reading. So as I am filming today, we are about to enter the month of July. And the energy of July for me has felt life-changing. Like I feel, and you know, it's a feeling that I have. I don't really have words to describe it, but it feels like it is going to be life-changing. We have a lot of intense planetary alignments, especially at the beginning of July. And I wanted to pay particular attention to the Neptune Retrograde that is happening in the sign of Aries. This energy is the energy that I am within before I enter into the month of July. I'm already picking up on it. It is the energy of water and fire connecting and remaining there in that energy together up until the end of this year. So I wanted to film a collective reading, one that we are all meant to receive at this time as we are about to enter this month. And again, this is a timeless reading. It's the energy of this planetary alignment this month coming in that is going to be etched into this reading. And it's actually going to activate a part of you whenever you're showing up here to receive this message to something that you might be navigating in your life that is almost like this energy. So I wanted to first start with a Sacred Woundings Oracle card. So this is a wound that may surface. So the planet Neptune is the energy of spiritual water energy. Water is all over the earth. It's the energy of the moon as well that's coming through right now, is the full moon energy. And we're going to feel this within ourselves because we are also 70% water. The energy of earth on a global level, the waters of the earth are going to be affected this month. So we might be hearing news around water, around shipwreck. This water energy I really connected to as I was doing my meditation this morning to bring you a message. And they really wanted me to connect to the water element. So I picked these cards, and these are the messages that Spirit has for you today. So the wound of the captive rebel. Some of you might have this wound, or you might be seeing this wound external to you. So the wound of the captive rebel, punished for challenging the status quo. This wound forms when your voice, vision, or defiance is met with control. Shame or punishment, you may have questioned the rules, broken molds, or spoken truths, and paid the price for it. It can leave you torn between the need to belong and the call to be free. So some of you might be feeling this within yourself. I'm being called to read this one more time. So punished for challenging the status quo, this wound forms when your voice, your vision, or defiance is met with control. Shame or punishment. You may have questioned the rules, broken molds, or spoken the truth, and paid the price for it. It can leave you torn between the need to belong and the call to be free. So Spirit is calling you to sit with this wound, especially if you've been feeling it, and allow yourself to work through it rather than trying to suppress it, because this wound is trying to share something with you. It's calling to be healed, but it's also just calling you to be with it without judging it, just allowing it to be. Okay? So we're going to pull a shadow card here as well. This is a shadow that is surfacing at this time, one that you're meant to work with. Intolerant Shadow. So the Intolerant Shadow, some of you might be resonating with the images of these cards. So unwilling to accept others' differences, narrow mind, bias, prejudice, and bigoted. So this might be a shadow within yourself, or perhaps external to you. So strength lies in differences, not similarities. Being accepting of others' differences, choices, and their personalities. So this is where they want you to be open-minded and open-hearted and take that approach in life. I feel that there's almost a connection that is happening, and there's something that is cracking open. This is the energy I've been picking up on. I've been having a lot of dreams where things are cracking open and something is being revealed. Something is being discovered. There's a lot of light that is coming through this crack. And whatever this crack is, I feel the crack is about to happen this month of July. And I've been really picking up on an intense energy. It just feels like it's going to happen any moment. As I'm filming this, I just feel like it's about to happen any moment. Now, we have been hearing about news around the world, weather events, the sun. These planetary alignments definitely are creating a new Earth. This is what's happening here. There's going to be a lot of different kinds of weather events and changes that are happening in our individual lives, also in the collective and on a global level. This is where Spirit wants us to keep ourselves grounded as we're moving through these energies. Remember, with Neptune in retrograde, in the sign of Aries, imagine water and fire coming together, what kind of reaction it gives. This is the kind of reaction we're going to experience in our lives, personal lives, you know, collective energy, external to us and our families, right? It's not necessarily that we're going to actually feel this like everyone all at once. It's just little bits and pieces of energy that's coming through. And when we're connected and grounded in our own frequency and vibration, we're able to navigate that a little bit easier, right? So we are getting the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy. It is about your stability and security. So this is where Spirit is letting you know that you are safe and protected, but you are also a co-creator, co-creating with Spirit. This is a time where you implement grounding practices and lay a solid foundation in your day-to-day routine, in your daily schedule. This is really going to build a solid foundation of safety, of not getting caught up in the world's energies, right? So this is where you're really building this foundation that's going to, it feels, the word that Spirit wants me to use here is like a bunker. I don't know why they're asking me that. And I feel there's a TV show, I forget the name, but there's people that live in these bunkers underground, and there's different like stations or spaces. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot the name. And those of you that know me, that you know that I forget names of TV shows and movies. But that's coming through the Ten of Pentacles here. So grounded energy. Oh yeah, things are about to flip over the other way here. The energy is about to flip and flop. That happens when water and fire come together. They start to spark. It's an energy that boils over. Like there's goodness to it, but there's also not so good about it. It's an energy that alchemizes into smoke, right? We get smoke out of that. So here things might not feel clear. You might be feeling uncertain. Maybe life just feels a bit different. Maybe you're confused, not sure about the future. It just feels like a blurred energy. This is about to clear. You're about to see the right side up. Okay, so this is what's going on here with the Hangman. There's a major releasing and a purging that is happening here as well. So there's almost like this retrograde energy that is weaved into this reading today is making you aware of some of the confusion, the fogginess. The energy isn't confusion. It is confusion. It is uncertain, but there's a cleansing that is happening in your life right now. So if things do feel uncertain, know it's a cleansing that is happening through this retrograde. And the Queen of Cups. This is you tuning back into your soul self, reconnecting and remembering who you are, right? I feel that a lot of us are disconnected to who we truly are. And what Spirit is doing is bringing us back to who we are as a soul and disconnecting us from the energies that are within this earthly realm. So it's a container that you're meant to step into of safety. It's really interesting how they're sharing this. It's like this woman is connected to herself. It's water energy, right? So You are, again, 70% water, everyone. And the energy of these planetary alignments, the moon, do affect us. It affects our emotions, the way we feel, the way we sense, the way we express. All of this is going to be affected. So this is where you want to tune into your emotions and learn to work with your energy. Okay, this is something you're meant to master at this time. So I wanted you to use your own intuition with my reading today. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you're going to receive your own messages. So whenever you see the cards up on the screen, I want you to try and interpret them, okay? And see kind of what messages are coming through for you. So what a powerful energy here. I don't know if any of you have recently been to the water, to the beach, maybe to a lake. Even in this setting, I don't know if you had photos taken near the water with seashells. I'm getting someone that is getting photos taken for maybe a social media post or like a social media presence. Maybe this is TikTok, but I'm seeing some of you around water, beach scenes, summertime, things are flipping. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So I'm getting this flip and flop energy. So you may be experiencing things flipping and flopping. It was one way and all of a sudden it shifts to another. And I feel this has to do with the weather. I don't know why the weather's coming up. Now, there's been a few things I've seen online, and whenever I pick up on an energy and I start to see it, it's not that I was looking for it, it's something that just showed up and I heard about it. So I thought I'd research it. I sometimes watch Stephen Burns. I don't know if any of you watch his channel. I watch some of his videos. I also watch Pam Gregory and Joni Patry, and I watched a few of theirs just to research what energy I was picking up on. And right away, I felt the energy connected to Neptune, the planet Neptune, the energy of water, dreams and illusions. This is the energy that is already in the world, but I feel this is going to intensify. I'm not saying this to scare anyone. This is not fear-mongering. It's just bringing awareness in so that way you are prepared to ground yourself as you're moving through this. We're going to definitely see it external to us, and emotions are going to be big here. Again, water and fire coming together. Now, in my meditation, when I was going to just begin filming, I started thinking of the movie RRR. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It is a Tamil movie. It's converted into Hindi, so I did watch the Hindi version, and fire and water element. And I felt that, I don't know why, but the whole entire story felt like it was going to be weaved into this reading, this energy. So yeah, 10 of Pentacles here. We have this beautiful, stable, grounded energy. This is a connection to your soul, is what Spirit is saying. This is you. This is you in human form. This is your physical body as you are about to enter this experience. So it's almost like you're walking out of your home. Your home is safe. And in a sense, Spirit is actually asking some of you to not be afraid to leave outside the norm or do something in a different way that you're not used to. There's this energy that is actually asking some of us, nudging us to get outside of our comfort zone. Okay, so I feel this comfort zone, the reason why we're crossing the threshold of this point that is out of our comfort zone is because maybe there is something that is shifting or changing in our lives that might be rocking the boat in our security and stability. And what Spirit is asking you to do here is take that as a sign that it's time to now reinforce some of the structure, some of the beliefs, or reassess and shift into balance with this new energy coming in. So there's definitely a major timeline split that I felt is going to happen. This is just my own energy. After I did my research and kind of tuned into what I felt felt right for me. It might feel different for you. And I asked Spirit to bring us messages to align these cards to what I need to share with your soul today in order for you to take the information and apply it somewhere in your life, right? So guidance, any kind of signs, any kind of clarity that you are seeking at this time, Spirit is letting you know that it is coming in for you. It's already there. So you need to tune back into yourself. So I feel a lot of the times, you know, we can look at the world from a distance. I do this. It's like you're staying within your own space, right? This is someone who I'm visualizing as very grounded, as someone who is centered in their energy, living in the present moment. This can be sometimes hard for us to do, but if we practice staying grounded and centered, then we're able to recognize and become aware of energy shifts that take place and how we need to show up within that shift as it's taking place and as we are moving past it or through it, right? So this is someone looking outside to see, okay, what's the weather like? What is the energy I'm picking up on? And preparing yourself to either move through it or create like a safe space to, it's your energetic space is what Spirit is saying here, to protect your energetic space and be aware of energies that show up, that might use your senses. So it's really interesting because I'm getting confusion setting in, and I feel this is the energy of the Hangman. And the Hangman is also coming through as a tornado, the force of a tornado. So it could be a tornado that ripped through your city, or a tornado you're hearing about ripping through cities. I mean, we've been having some odd weather events. Earth is shifting. The sun and earth are communicating, and there's a shift that is happening. Earth is going through spiritual surgery. And, you know, recently in my own life, I've been picking up on animals in our neighborhood. Usually they don't make sounds, but lately there's been a dog that's been barking, and I'm like, that's unusual. This dog never barks. Like, what's going on? And hearing coyotes howl, like a bunch of them, just random little things, and then lights flickering all over the neighborhood at night. Just weird things are happening here. So some of you might be experiencing this. But it's, you know, understanding and not being afraid to get out and into this new energy and exploring it, right? This is why I'm wanting you to put the fear aside. If there's any kind of fear within you around this, set it aside. Know that you are safe and you are protected as you are moving through this energy. They want you to listen to what it is that your intuition is saying to your physical body. Now, the energy that's going to come through July, the month of July, it's really interesting because I feel that it's already begun in this month of June. Like, I've already been feeling this energy, hearing about it. You know, that Lake Tahoe incident with the weather just changing all of a sudden. This is the energy I've been picking up on. One day it's like 1 minute it's like sunny, and all of a sudden the energy shifts and it's like a completely different experience. This might be happening within us emotionally, right? On a deeper level. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're going through this. Allow yourself to move through the motions of your emotions. And stay grounded. I feel that some of us are meant to disconnect from the news or disconnect from things that are happening around the world. I'm not saying not to be prepared or be unaware. This is more so if it's creating fear, if it is creating any kind of emotions that are overriding what you're trying to experience in your life, or it's disconnecting you from you. The tornado energy that's coming through again here with this Hangman card is someone that is in the middle of the tornado, and the tornado is outside of them, right? So someone has created the centered space for themselves where they're within the storm, but it's not affecting you as a soul. It's more so around you, and it's you navigating with it. Like, I don't know what this means for you. You're going to have to place it wherever it resonates, everyone. It's a really interesting energy, and there's a major, you know how when a tornado happens, everything flies away, it's destroyed. There is an energy that is rebuilding. This is where the cracks are happening, and there's a light bursting through. This is the energy that's coming. It's a very bright golden light, and as it's splitting open, all I'm seeing is a blue sky. So I feel there is a different earth that is giving birth. And we, on a global level, on a personal level, are experiencing this energy. And again, having some sort of a grounding practice, being aware of the shadows that are surfacing, wounds that are surfacing from within us. They're being pulled out, tugged at with these energies, and the tides are in and out. The water, you're definitely going to hear something about water. I feel there's an energy of water definitely coming in. So they're saying flow like water, move like water, flow like water. I'm getting yoga and movement in the body here. I don't know if any of you have been in a stagnant position, especially with your body. They're asking you to get up and start moving your body. I'm getting exercising coming in. I don't know if any of you have been thinking about exercising, wanting to exercise. This is your signal to start exercising, to shift your life from one way to another, because that's happening right now. Like there's a lot of clearing of smoke. Like there's going to be a lot of smoke, right? But there's also being able to see through that, sense through that. It's almost like being blindfolded and walking and moving through it like water, tuning into your senses, tuning into what it is that your body is communicating to you. And I talk about this a lot in my channel, is your body communicating to you. A lot of times I feel like we're disconnected from our body and we ignore what our body's trying to tell us until it builds up so much that it's so evident that we have to now focus on it, right? So this is where staying in that present moment, connected to your body, your mind, your spirit, and listening to what it's communicating to you, okay? Taking care of your physical body, your mind, and your spirit, making sure you're putting enough time and energy into yourself. You know, you take care of your body will take care of you. So here we have being within the energy and connected as a whole, as one with water. Understanding that if we connect with it, we can understand things on a better level or a deeper level is what they're saying here. And I don't know why. They're showing a shoreline where the water is pulling away. And there's a lot of things that are being revealed here off the shoreline, being able to see things. And they're just pulling it away, moving something away from this. And there's something coming through here. It could be seashells, right? I don't know if any of you are working with seashells. Maybe you went to the beach, collected some seashells. I'm seeing a lot of expressed emotions. You know, allowing yourself to accept yourself as you are without holding on to this heavier energy. It's like fire and water within you. It's almost like you're battling yourself, trying to, I don't know what it is that you're trying to figure out or trying to understand. Maybe this is about yourself, right? There's a purpose and a reason. And I feel that this energy that's coming in July for you, which it's a beginning point is what they're saying. So July the 1st, they're pointing to the number 1. They're really making the number 1 stand out here. You are one with water. You are one with this earth, and you are responsible for your soul. They want you to step into this energy of love, love for yourself, love for Mother Earth, love for other human beings, and share that or connect that through the way that you move like water through this world. They want you to move like water through this world. Those of you that are here, connect with that energy and express that. So however that feels to you, sometimes we are approached by or, you know, connecting to an energy or interacting with a fire energy. And that can sometimes create this spark, this like bubbling, this heat, right? This energy. But if we learn to work with it and balance it out and get it into a place where it's harmonious, however you do that, and in whatever situation that you're going through, you're going to find how you're alchemizing and actually using it through the energy of love. Like this is, what can I explain here? It cooks food, right? Boiled water, right? That's the best description I could give here, boiling water. you know, however you want to place that in your own life. I'm getting so many different ways that this can come in, but I'm getting self-love, self-care. This internal battle sometimes we have within ourselves that is working against who we really are, against our true nature because of external things. The fire energy that comes in disturbing our waters, but not allowing, you know, that water can put fire out, right? Water can be like, all right, out you go, fire. We're going to burn you out. Sometimes the water, you know, fire can dry out water. But I feel here we are that water element, 70% of water. So we can put out those fires through our own loving energy, through our own management of our emotions, through us centering and grounding ourselves. Many different ways that this energy is coming in, and focusing on filling your own cup here and remembering who you are. They're bringing you back to you here. They're trying to pull you away from the noisy energies external to you to really build a relationship with yourself and your soul, to really understand yourself and know yourself, where you're remembering who you actually are. They're actually bringing you back to remembering your soul's energy. Right? And in order to do that, we have to sometimes disconnect and do things in ways that we have never done before. Creating a space, a sacred energy within ourselves that we move through in our external lives, like we move through in our world, in this earthly realm. Right? So yeah, July 1st is going to be the beginning point. It's almost like there's a wall and you're about to walk through this wall, and all of a sudden you're here in this new experience. And as you're walking through it, maybe it does feel like water, right? You just moved into this slow motion energy and you're feeling things more, you're sensing them. This is a gift that is strengthening as well, the gift of empathy, right? I feel that there's a gift that is also coming through, and I'm seeing somebody that has really come to know themselves and love themselves. This is the whole point of this energy that is coming in. It's bringing us back to who we are, back to that, I don't know what to call this. You're going to have to share with me what you would call this when you're coming back and feeling whole again. You're coming back home to yourself. Right? It's something that we create, something that we move through like a rhythm and a flow in our life. Sometimes we get disconnected from it. Sometimes we connect with it. We're flowing like water, moving with the cycles and the natural rhythms of our life. And this is what Spirit is calling us to do as well. So I'm going to pull a spirit animal card. This is an animal that is going to be guiding you this month, everyone. So we are getting for you today, Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Act as if. A chameleon that blends into everything. The shapeshifter. Oh my goodness. So 14. So shape shifts into things, right? Flips and flops. Oh my goodness. And look at all the color here. Very vibrant, very colorful. I feel there's going to be a splash of color in your life. And you're going to be able to move through energies. And I feel you already have. I feel some of you have mastered this and you're sharing it with the world. Oh my goodness. And the number 14 coming through. So I'm getting 14 days around something that you might have been looking for timing around. And energy, maybe this is, you know what they're saying? It's an energy that is, it's an activation that is happening over 14 days, or 14 is a light code. I don't know how this number is coming in, but Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good. Because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it. So there's definitely a change coming in, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. This is inner equilibrium, everyone. And it's divine feminine energy, being open and receptive to it. So even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new way feels familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. So look at that. I wanted to read you the protection messages as well here. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you tuned into challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all, and it's a time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Okay, not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who will revel in drama. Take a break from social media. Self-care and a time out is the answer for this temporary dilemma. Okay, you're just passing through this energy. It's only temporary. This is why Spirit is saying take shelter in your home. This is your spiritual, internal home of your soul, coming back to yourself, reconnecting and allowing yourself to see things differently, maybe in a light you weren't seeing them in, and allowing yourself to move through the energies, especially if they feel difficult for you, because through that difficulty is what's going to allow you to open up and see what it is that you're meant to see by overcoming that challenge, that temporary energy or patch that you're moving through that feels a bit difficult out of your comfort zone. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel number. This angel number is also going to be guiding you at this time. So the mirror, number 2, this world is reflecting back to you what you need to see. And because we have the mirror, I feel that some of you are about to break out of some sort of a loop that you might have been in. So 2 is coming up. You might be seeing this number. Reflect on the past. Look deep inside yourself, and what you give returns. The energy you give returns. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day, and thank you so much for watching. Right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.